Hey guys, it's me, 80 Sorts guys. Today, guys, I'm back for USA 2, Jamaica nil. Now, some of you guys are probably wondering, why is this coming out so late? As I said before, guys, I'm pretty busy. I have a pretty busy life. And you know what the sad part is, guys? I'm currently right now on fall break, and I still had assignments to do yesterday, guys. That's just how crazy things are, that I still have work to do, even though I shouldn't be doing work. But anyways, that's beside the point. Okay? That's the reason why I didn't. That's the reason why I'm making the match review the day after. Okay. So that being said, let's go and get started. So basically, to summarize this match, it was a great match, a great match indeed. And obviously, guys, I'll do a quick recap of the match. Obviously, I won't be able to do. I won't go too in depth because I want to talk to you guys about some stuff that I've noticed. But yeah, man, let's just go ahead and get started. So the first half, guys, just to summarize, short and sweet, guys. USA didn't really play well for most of the first half. Now, they did have a really good start to the game, with an early foul for one of the Jamaican players. That was a Lawrence yellow card, and some would argue that should be a red card, which I would consider maybe potentially as well, because I think that for me, they were very, that was a very dangerous tackle. And I still can't understand why VAR is not used in this confederation. Okay? Like, it's so unfair, man. Like, it just doesn't make sense because VAR is such a crucial part of the sport. And that if VAR had still was there, perhaps it could have been a red. Perhaps it could have been a red card. Yellow card was given, and Aronson did the free kick. Okay? For me, most of the first half, the USA were not great enough. They were not good enough. They were lethargic. They were toothless. And it almost felt like as soon as we started well, and it felt like as soon as like the first 10 minutes passed by, Jamaica started to grow into the game. Jamaica started to get comfortable in the game. Jamaica started to actually play really well. And in fact, they actually had a really good chance there from McGee. He had a really good shot there. And at the end of the first half, I was very scared to see what happened, you know. And I told you this in my match preview, that I would like for us to see us play well in the first half. And this brings me to my first concern, is that the USA still isn't good enough in the first half, guys. It's still not good enough. Because I'm telling you this right now, guys. I'm telling you this right now. While, yes, this will probably get us by in the qualifiers, we'll probably be good enough in the second half of the games and probably see out the games and go on to qualify for the World Cup. But for me, guys, right now, guys, I don't want to view the World Cup as the best. Our objective shouldn't just to be qualified for the World Cup. It should be an expectation. The expectation is to get to the round of 16. Now, that is an expectation. And I'm telling you this right now, guys. I don't really think we could qualify to the round of 16 if we're playing like this kind of way. Now, obviously, it's still very early. Obviously, you know, we're only in October right now. But as I said before, guys, the World Cup is getting very close, guys. World Cup is getting very close indeed, guys. So we're gonna have to do a lot better than this. And as I said before, guys, we need to do better in the first half. We got to do better in the first half. Indeed, I'm telling you this right now, guys. It's not good enough. Okay. And Nicholson even had a really good chance there to score right at the end of the first half. And Jamaica had a really good counterattack as well. Zimmerman had to do a really good tackle there. And at the end of the first half, it was USA with 3 shots, no shots on target. And Jamaica with 3 shots, 1 on target. But then, the second half, everything changed. Everything changed in the second half in which the USA responded. Serginho Dest had a really good game, providing a cross on the flank to Ricardo Pepi, who scores with this header, and it is 1-0 to US. In the 49th minute, I'm like, yes. The great start we needed. But remember we led against Canada? We had that good start in the second half, only to relent the lead and to allow Canada to get back in the game. I had a feeling that might have happened in this game as well. But thankfully it didn't. Musa had a really good chance to score, and Des actually won a free kick there, which was a really good free kick. He won that by himself. Des was by far a really good attacking player today. And it was a very close chance for one of the USA players. I forgot who exactly took that shot. And then Pepi had a brace. Aronson with a really good through ball to Aronson. Aronson there through the through ball for Pepi. I believe it might have been, I forgot who made that pass for Aronson there, but I think it was probably like McKennie, I would assume, or something like that. And at that point, it was USA 2, Jamaica 0. And Jamaica was shell-shocked. I think once Jamaica can see that second goal, I think the game was over. Jamaica just looked really toothless in the second half. They didn't really look like anything themselves. And I really appreciate Greg Welcher. I think he made some really good decisions, bringing off Ricardo Pepi, bringing on Zardes, and bringing off Aronson, bringing on Weah. Now, some people will complain, why are you making these changes? Because remember, guys, USA have 3 games and the span of 8 days. We got to make sure our players are staying fit and healthy and fit. Because as I said before, guys, Pepi is going to be our first choice striker. He's going to be the first choice striker for us. And it is very imperative that we make sure that he is fit enough for the game against Panama. Right? And so I really do think that was a good decision with Berhalter there. Des went off as well as, maybe had an injury concern, some would say. Unfortunately, I wasn't really able to really watch too much of the second half because unfortunately I had some work to do. But I did try to watch the most I could of this game. Adams came on for Acosta. Acosta came on for Adams. And overall, it was a very good win. A very good win for the U.S. Okay? Now this leads me to my second concern. Is the USA becoming reliant on Ricardo Pepi? And I know it's only 2 games. I know we're only 2 games in. But man, I really do believe that Ricardo Pepi could just be the savior for the U.S. He could be the one that is saving Berhalter's job. And probably is the one that's actually putting the U.S. in the contingent qualifier for the World Cup. Because let's just say, because I'm telling you this right now, guys, as great as Ricardo Pepi is, I really don't want to rely on him. I really don't want this to be a team. I really don't want us to be relying on him for scoring our goals on a consistent basis. Because it's not going to be possible. It's not going to be possible. We're just going to know this. And while we will probably qualify for the World Cup, even with his performances, as I said before, guys, for me, the actual World Cup is what's more important than getting to the World Cup. Okay? So just to make that clear, that even though it's a great performance, I still don't want to see us being reliant on him. Okay? So yeah, there's that. And Nicholson had a really good chance right at the end as well, I believe. And I think turned out to make the save there, I want to say. And so yeah, let's look at the lineup that Berhalter put out here. I should have looked at this from the beginning. So I think for me, guys, this is about the best lineup that was possible. I really like the fact that he stick with Turner in this game. He put Dest. I really like that back line he put. Zimmerman, I thought he had a solid game. Robinson, I think, had a good game. Dest, obviously, you guys know how good he was in this game. I think for me, the midfield was good. I think Adams was good. McKennie was good. Musa was really good, inspiring as well. Ariola, for me, was probably one of the poorer players today. He was probably one of the worst players today. Pepi was really good. Aronson as well was really good. And I just think overall, guys, this was almost the best lineup possible for the U.S. And I think Greg Berhalter, he needs to stick with the team, guys. Because I'm telling you this right now, guys. I'm telling you this right now. One of the things in international football that we need to be very aware of is to be consistent. Because you don't really have the number of games to experiment. It's not like a club football where you can have like 38 games to decide whether your best lineup is. You have to find a consistent starting 11. You just stick with it. Because that's the thing, Glenn. We have to stick with it. There is not a number of games we can experiment. And that is why I think it's imperative. It was nice to see Greg Berhalter put out a great starting line. Because you saw in the earlier games of September month that he put out these weird like 11s. He put out he put Adams as a right back. Started Sebastian Lletget. Started Sargent, and these kind of decisions. And these kind of decisions just won't work, right? You have to find the starting 11. And it's great to see that Matt Berhalter's actually made those changes. And I think he had an overall good game, as I said. I think Berhalter made right decisions indeed. So, as I said before, guys, a really good win for the U.S. So, with that said, guys, we are now top of the table with 8 points on goal difference courtesy, 5 points. Our next game is going to be against Panama, which will be away. At what stadium is it going to be called? Let's just find it out. It's going to take place on Sunday, October 10th, 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Cedro Ramal Fernandez. So that's going to be a really interesting game, guys. I think I should be able to catch this game. And we'll see, man. As I said before, guys, for the U.S., man, we need to start being consistent here. Because as I said before, guys, if we could beat Panama away from home, that'll be pretty impressive. Obviously, guys, more match. I'll do a match preview later for that match. Around Saturday-ish time. So, I'll probably do one ahead, because of how busy I'm going to be on Saturday. So, yeah, that's it for today, guys. So I want you guys to comment down below what you guys think of the match, guys. I think it was a really, really good match indeed. I was really happy with Berhalter. I think he made some good substitutions. And as I said before, guys, there isn't really too much to analyze here. And as I said, Jamaica, for me, man, they had a number of starters missing. And I just think that for me, Jamaica, they were just out. I think the issues were there from the beginning. We know how Jamaica's been underwhelming. And I just think that for me, Jamaica's number of injuries and number of absentees they have really did culminate in the fact that USA were going to win the game. So huge win for the US, man, and hopefully we could see some consistency here. And yeah, man, really good, strong second half display. So my two concerns from this performance are first half is still not good enough, and Ricardo Pepi might just be a bit too good. Okay, we might be relying on him as too much. So that's it for today, guys. I want you guys to comment down below. Make sure you guys check out me and my other platforms listed in the description below. Make sure you guys comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Peace out.